Hey, what's up, everybody? GreyMan here on this late night Friday. Grim has merch. Um, so basically, I decided to do these Friday night live streams when I get home from work, and the reason being, so it's a long week, and a lot of us are kind of tired, winding down from the whole week and everything we've seen on the media and the news, and you know something to kind of like a place to hang out and maybe discuss some options and stuff down the road. I guess I should turn my phone down. um so I almost did. Hey, what's up, Northern Girl? I almost didn't make it. When I left work, my meter on my tire, hey Be Charming, I had a flat tire. Well, it wasn't totally flat. I had 3 pounds of pressure in there, and it was rough. And so what's up, Tin Man? How you doing? So I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat. I just figured I'd run it, for anybody who does want to chit chat and come on board. But yeah, so it's been a long day between work and having a flat tire, or roughly a flat tire. Luckily, it wasn't so flat where I couldn't get home. Got to fill it up with air and all that fun stuff like that. So, how is everybody doing tonight? Hey, Salty, how we doing? And Cat Lady's been here since the beginning. Yeah, I thought about Fix a Flat. And the problem is from other people people that work in the tire places, they've told me that sometimes Fix a Flat can ruin the inside of your tire. So I try to refrain from that. And being a prepper, I should have some other options there. But hey, things happen. Hey, Molly, hey, Casey, I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. But so yeah, it's been a rough evening, and so I'm glad to be here with you guys on this live. Whew. Anyway, so kind of a thing. I don't know if you guys have been watching all the craziness on YouTube this week, and I'm glad some things have been worked out and stuff like that, which is nice to hear. But kind of want to tell you guys a little bit of story. Yeah, duct tape. That would be hilarious. I thought I turned this thing down. Sorry about that, guys. My phone likes to make noises on its own. Oh, I guess now it's a different. I had an update. Anyway, sorry, I'm not going to maybe mess with it. But thanks, Northern Girl. I appreciate that. I am glad I am here too. All safe and sound. And let me move this over here so I can actually see the chat. What's up, Amendment 1? How you doing? TJ, how you doing? Awesome to see you. So anyways, in regards to YouTube and creators, man, it's like I've been seeing a lot of stuff online lately, and some of it kind of, you kind of feel it like right here, you know what I mean? And I've made some great friends on this channel, and with my subs and other creators, and there's some really good people out there. And I don't know if you guys know, like the whole saying that there's always one bad seed and everything. And I'm not speaking about anybody specific, but I just noticed that there are some people out there that just don't want you to succeed, or for some reason. But I'm not going to go too deep into that. Hey, Firefly, how we doing? And I'm going to go ahead and keep that going. But so I've been talking to a lot of people of what's going on in general on YouTube here and in the news and all that stuff like that. And some of it's troubling. I was watching something today, and I swear I called it. And I don't really like talking about politics too much, but I saw something go into Congress today where they, with the whole CV bill and stimulus bill or whatever it was, and I knew, since our House is our House and Senate are basically split. Like they run the House, they run the Senate, and in the Senate it's a 50-50 vote, and all the Republicans voted no, all the Democrats voted yes. And then the deciding factor was the VP, which then she came in and broke that vote. And I was just like, kind of like, man, wow, I had a feeling that was going to happen. So it looks like that we may not have, a voice anymore on our side, if that makes any sense. Hey, Deanna, how you doing? GreyMan Peninsula of Michigan. You know, Deanna, I lived in Michigan. I lived in a small place called Springport, Michigan, and then I lived also in a place called Charlotte. And then I made a bad move and moved to Lansing, which was a nightmare. I enjoyed what I enjoyed about Michigan is the hunting and the wilderness and all that stuff like that. The cold wasn't that great because you know the lakes and the snow that happens. That cold wind off the lakes is kind of bone chilling. Hey Jeff, how you doing? And yeah, right. Be charming. Have you be charming? Have you been in Michigan before, like up in that way? Holt. Wow, that was the first place I lived. Amendment. I lived in Holt when my grandfather had passed away. I was born in Key West, and I was 10 years old. She flew me up to Michigan, and that's the first place. I lived in a small townhouse in Holt and built my first snowman there as well. I mean, I had some great experiences there, and I'm glad I don't live there now as an adult. Reason being is just because the politics are too, with the lockdowns and things like that. And I'm just not. I don't think Whitmer is like a great governor per se. But just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, agreed, Mary. Definitely not a two-party system anymore, and that sucks for people because we want to hear our voices heard, and it seems like we're being pushed down more and more and more. And sorry, I'm reading the chat. So that being said, if things don't change, I don't think we as people might not ever have a voice again, and that kind of sucks for, as they say, we the people. So be charming. So you pastor in Minnesota. I've known people that lived in Minnesota as well. Patrick Lee, Key West. Yeah, growing up in Key West, Patrick, was awesome. I mean, I can go out to the docks and I can look over the docks and look 20 feet down. It's crystal clear. The water was always warm. Growing up there, learning to fish, kind of being that island kid. There was no supervision like there is now. We would just walk all over the island with friends and stuff like that and hang out. We'd go pick mangoes off the trees, go fishing. It was like, as a kid, it was just kind of like free will. As long as when the lights came down or the sun came down, we were home. Everything went well. If not, then we were screwed. Tin Man, have you been down to Key West before? On down there at mile marker 0? Oh, so it looks like a lot of you guys in chat have been down there. That's awesome. Do you guys live down in the Keys, or did you guys like what's the word I'm looking for, or like vacation down there or whatnot? What's up, Shift Engineering? Salty, no. I mean, in the military, we got basic combat skills and regards to self-defense. But ironically, you asked that. My father was a black belt and taught karate. He never felt to teach me, I guess, because I was too young. And then when he got out of it, he stopped teaching by the time I was old enough, like that 13, 14-year-old mark. But from my understanding, they teach a lot of people now, at that young age. So it kind of like retains with them. And they kind of, I think it's all about self-discipline with martial arts, which I think is pretty cool. Deanna, you've been in Key West as well. Northern Girl Hobbies, you should definitely check it out, man. If you ever get out of Canada, I mean, it's a whole new world down here. And what I mean by that, so at my job, I get a lot of people from all different parts of the U.S. that come in and to buy some stuff, and I talk to them, and they're always telling me about all these different lockdowns and things like that, and they're just like amazed how open Florida is. I mean, people wear masks, but most of the time, no one cares. The bars are open, stores are open, restaurants are open to full capacity. Everything is just pretty much just like normal, mostly, other than everybody that wears masks, even in their car, which is oddly enough to me, but I don't, to each his own, right? If they want to do that, they want to do that. So I just let it roll. But yeah, I mean, I to me, Florida, I like most of Florida. I mean, like I said, we deal with hurricanes and stuff like that. So that can be, sometimes it deters people, but I mean, if you've ever been through a hurricane, I mean, myself, I've probably been through probably seven or eight hurricanes, or maybe even more, because I went through 3 in 2005, which kind of put me on my prepper journey. Because we had 3 hurricanes back to back, roughly a week and a half to 2 weeks apart. So there was really no time to ever like get ahead. There was no gas, no power. All the grocers, were basically dumping food because it was going bad in their coolers because they had no power as well. I mean, some of them had generators, but not many at the time. This was back in, I think, '05. But sorry, I like to glance at chat to make sure I'm not missing anybody. So that being said, it set me on my journey as a prepper. I don't know if I've ever shared that story. I was a single father with 3 kids, and it was pretty rough. And had the hurricane came through and destroyed a lot of things. And so it made me look at life differently. And from there, I just changed my mind and what I wanted to do in regards to prepping. And then I started researching prepping, and that's when doomsday preppers and all that stuff was out there. All right, Shift Engineering, I'm going to bring you on the stream, brother.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm having an issue with my microphone. Hopefully, I'm not giving you an echo.
No, you're coming in loud and clear, man.
Okay,
Loud
cool.
and clear.
Yeah, I took your advice on that playlist that you got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was listening to that for hours while I was doing some work.
I appreciate that, man. I mean, it was an idea thrown out there, and so I put it together because someone said maybe people will watch it. You know what I mean? Maybe people want to help you out because you don't want to some people out there will ask for donations and stuff like that, and it's really not about that for me. I'd like to get monetized so I can provide more things to do for people. Like you can
Yeah,
do more options once you're monetized and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
I've talked to Rudy about what he does over there, and I'd like to do things similar to that. Basically giving back to the community once I get into that stage of YouTube.
Yeah,
I may try to pop in trying to reconfigure my setup. Okay, Amendment 1, that's fine. Anybody's welcome. Anybody is welcome. It's like I said, Friday is just going to be anybody who wants to join, anybody who wants to talk, whatever's going on, just like Shift Engineering. I think this is your first time with me, right?
yeah. This is the first time I've been on live with you. I've been on live with Prepper Tribe once
Okay.
before, and they started doing all the music and the dancing and everything.
Yeah, everybody has their own style, you know what I mean? I'm more, I guess, I don't know. I don't want to say serious or nothing like that because I like to have fun too. But
Oh,
I want
absolutely.
to, I want to do more prepper related things, discuss prepper topics. And unfortunately, I know politics can get involved in that because it affects us as people, and how we prep and things that we prep for. So,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I see Northern
I know
Girl.
one of the big projects I've been working on right now is gathering materials up. Everybody's wanting me to make a wood gasifier video, so that's what I'm going to do next.
Is that where I've seen you before? Where I've read that somewhere a few weeks back about someone talking about a wood gasifier. Was that you talking about that back then?
Yeah, I've got all the materials put together. I just need to find the time to do it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to get a chance tomorrow to actually begin that. So,
No, that's all.
it's
I mean, to me, that's valuable. I think a lot of people would enjoy that, to be honest with you.
well, yeah, and considering the way things are going with the gas prices and the inflation, I mean, this is probably going to be one of the main ways to get to work here pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. And it's funny you say that. I was watching something where they've used stuff like that before. It was a God, is it Mountain Men on Discovery where he has like this big, looks like a wood burning thing on the back of his truck, and he puts wood in
Yeah,
it, and he's just driving.
yeah, this is a pretty old stuff. I mean, this is whenever we did embargoes on Germany during World War One. I mean, this is what they did to get around because they couldn't get oil. You
Right.
know,
Okay.
so this is old technology. I mean, there's a lot of twists to it and a lot of things that people have gone through and tweaked, and so it's pretty much as good as it's going to get. I mean, it's what they use to power the coal fired electric plants up north. You know,
Oh, really? I didn't
they
knew that.
they actually they call it coal cracking. And
Okay.
they make syngas from the coal to fire a turbine to run the steam generators. So,
That's
I
interesting,
mean,
man.
it's
Is
pretty
it is
well
it
developed.
is it hard to do? Like is it hard to build like a gasifier with wood and stuff like that?
Oh, it's really simple. I mean, the the basic form of it, you can just get a like those popcorn tins
Mhm.
have a pretty good sealing lid on them.
Okay.
It's exactly what I'm going to use. For one version of the build, that's the most simplest build, And of course, I'm going to go extreme because that's kind of like what I do with my engineering and stuff. So, but the most simplest build is just a popcorn tin with a copper line coming out of it. You want
Mm-hmm.
it all to be kind of gas tight, and be able to handle the heat. And you throw it in a campfire.
Huh.
If you just have a campfire, you just throw the thing in the campfire pack full of wood, and it's gonna carbonize the wood, and all the flammable gas is gonna come out the end of the tube.
Now,
Now you can
is that
bottle that up. You know.
is I know in science class or chemistry class when I was probably like ninth and 10th grade, which is forever ago, I know we took a piece of wood and put it in a test tube. We put a Bunsen burner and we heated up, and I think we were making like wood alcohol or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that similar or is that something different?
It's similar. Yeah. I mean, the main product that you get from hardwood is just some methane and a lot of hydrogen.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some carbon monoxide mixed in there, and depending on how hot the fire is, you'll end up with some tar product and some what they call wood wine. It's like it's some pretty harsh products that can come out of that if you don't get it hot enough.
Right. No, that makes sense, brother. Like I've been looking into. I want to get a diesel truck because I know someone said with a diesel truck, and depending on I guess the engine. I don't. Do you know much about diesels?
Yeah, yeah. I was starting to lean towards that because you can use a lot of different fuels with diesel,
Right.
but all those fuels are oil based, and it's not a lot of sources of oil on the homestead without doing a whole lot of work. So it
Okay.
just didn't seem viable to me.
Yeah. The only reason I said that is someone had told me that if let's say the everything went to hell in a handbasket and we were out there surviving, that people say that you can take grease from like old McDonald's, like the grease traps and stuff like that, and somehow
Right.
and run that as fuel inside of a diesel engine or something like that.
Oh yeah, the people make refineries for that stuff, and they have it in the corner of their garage. But the thing is, I mean, that's really not sustainable if there was like a complete collapse,
Right.
because eventually there would be no more grease to be found. I mean, there was a story I just read on one of my news feeds about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, of somebody stealing the grease out of back of one of these restaurants
Hmm.
for
Yeah.
probably for that purpose.
Could be a good possibility. You never know. People do some weird stuff.
Yeah,
Um.
but I figured, wood gas is probably going to be more mainstream, so
Right. Now,
everybody's got a tree. So
have they ever made like in the past when vehicles were when they were first introduced? Did they use any type of like combustion like that before they went to like gasoline and normal stuff like that? Because I don't know the history of the vehicle too much.
uh, I, I'm not really too much of a history buff in that respect. I followed more like the Nikola Tesla stuff as far as history goes, but
There's a
I
lot
built
of
a lot of electronics. So
so have you researched Tesla a lot or in regards to his science and stuff like that behind his theories and whatnot?
uh, I didn't quite hear. For some reason, my earbud isn't working right now, and it's like coming through the actual phone
Oh,
speaker.
okay.
So let me see if I can fix this right quick.
No, take your time, brother. I'm gonna probably run a live as long as everybody wants to hear me talk, at least for maybe an hour or two. Okay, so Amendment 1 says they went basically from steam to internal combustion. Appreciate that, man. I would love to see videos on the things that you're all talking about. Yeah, TJ Preps. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? She said that she would like to see something like that too with the wood burning and stuff like that, like vehicle running about that. I mean, that would to me is pretty interesting, man. And
Yeah,
have you started a channel yet, or
I have.
okay?
Yeah, I've got a few videos up, mostly just projects that I've been working on that have
Mm-hmm.
been keeping me away from the gasifier project right now. My greenhouse and a couple of other ones. I have to post one about this fence that I built, but
Okay.
it's coming up. I'll
I'm gonna
post it soon. I just accidentally got my mailbox in the shot, so I got to go edit it.
I'm gonna have to check your channel out. and check it out. You know what I mean? Because I like looking at smaller channels that are coming up. Plus, if anything that I can do always to help you, or if you ever have any questions, please hit me up. You know what I mean? I try to be quick responses in my emails as fast as I can. You know, since I'm still small, I have that option.
Yeah, this is my second channel. So my first channel, I posted a bunch of stuff for about 3 years, and I just kind of quit for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, this one I think this is more, given the name and everything, given it's more geared towards what's going on now and getting ready,
How,
for what could come.
do you mind me asking? Like, how long have you been prepping for?
Since oh gosh, I guess since Obama was elected the first time.
No, I hear you, brother, man. A lot
Yeah,
of things were
I don't think I missed a gun show since then.
funny you say that. I will be going to one tomorrow morning. We have them here every month in Florida towards usually the first to the first week of every month, and I go to it religiously. Um, Funny enough, prices on ammo down here are still relatively okay. You can find, let's say 5.56. I think 1,000 rounds have run you probably around, I think 570, 580, which is still more expensive than it used to be, but it's still, at least you can find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I just went the other way. I just started buying brass.
Do you do reloading or?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I have every caliber. Just
Are you still
about.
are you still able to find primers and all that stuff like that as well?
I've got. I stockpiled that stuff, man.
Okay,
I,
so you're on the
yeah,
smart end of things, because I know some of the local retailers down here, or not the retailers, but some of the reloaders down here, have not had that option. They're running out of stuff like primers and all kinds of
yeah.
different odds and ends.
I've been hearing that. Yeah, and getting brass now is impossible. But I'm set. I mean,
All right,
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
I have.
I'm gonna bring Northern Girl Hobbies on the stream with us, man.
All right.
What's up, woman?
Hey
Hey.
guys. Hi everyone.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a day, I tell you that. I don't know if you heard me when I first started talking, man. It was, you get you're done with work, you do a 12.5 hour day, and all of a sudden you go outside and your tire's flat, and you're like, okay, this will be fun.
Yeah, that really sucks, eh? We encountered something similar like that when we were fishing last year, and we were in the bush like 4 hours away,
Mm-hmm.
and we're lucky we made it back to the main road. I'll tell you that much. We learned a huge lesson.
Awesome. I just want to say, what's up, Hutch, man? I just saw you in the chat scroll by. Appreciate you being here, brother. How's the weather up there, Northern Girl?
I think we got like 4 feet of snow in 24 hours.
Wow. Man, if that ever happened, if this, let's say that the climate change thing was real and Florida got even a foot of snow, I think it'd be utter chaos in the streets.
Yeah, the citrus trees would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my.
I was watching Alaska Prepper. It was like a members only thing, and he was talking about the whole food crisis thing, and some of the stuff he had extremely valid points. And I guess what I mean by his valid points is, so a lot of people focus, okay, they look at the grocery store as their main focus, but a lot of people don't look at, and I get reason why he brought this up, is they don't look at like the distribution plants, they don't look at the manufacturing plants, they don't look at the trucking industry and all that stuff like that. And basically he was relating it all to the minimum wage hike here in the US to $15 an hour, because then you're gonna have to pay these people more. So then all your cost of goods are going to go up, because each part of this system, everybody's going to be getting these increases. So then that transitions into food prices going up and the demand and all that other fun stuff. So it might not be good. I don't know how Canada works with that, but.
SHTF Engineering, are you also Canadian?
Negative.
Okay.
I'm Texan.
Okay. I'm in Canada and we've had the minimum wage for like ever.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
So how's it worked out for you guys, out of curiosity?
You know what? Canada is an utter shit show. Like, can I say that here? I'm sorry, GreyMan, but
No, you're fine. This is an open forum. Everybody has the freedom to talk about what. The only thing I ask is for no one to bash any other channels or that
No.
kind of stuff like that. I mean,
Right.
other than that, if you want to talk about politics, you want to talk about prepping, you just want to talk about, hey, I had a really bad day. That's what it's here for, is just to kind of unwind, relax, and just kind of vent a little bit if you have to,
Mm-hmm.
So when do y'all get the opportunity to get rid of Trudeau? I'm just curious.
I think we have 2 years. I'm not a highly political individual, but I have become more political this year. I discussed this with GreyMan the other day over the telephone. But I've become a lot more political in this past year. So I believe we have 2 years left.
Just want to say hello to, did I say what's up, Native? I hope I did. And I see Arkman Wild and Cherokee in the chat as well. Sorry to cut you off, but go ahead. Yeah, I always wondered, I never really paid too much attention into the political environment of Canada. And remember when we were talking on the phone the other night, I said I've heard Canada's very liberal, the way they run their stuff. And I don't know how that plays out on you guys, but we get a lot of people here in the U.S. to say, man, Canada's medical system is great. They get free health care and stuff like that. But all the Canadians that I've talked to said it's an utter mess. If you might be waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks just to get something done. Is that true?
In terms of medically, for certain things, yes. In other aspects, in terms of mental health and addiction and pain management medications, that has been crazy. And I think I'll save that for when we do the interview.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. That would make great content for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
In terms of my mother's cancer treatments and whatnot and all of that everything has been very, very good, So thank goodness for that.
Well, that's good to hear. At least there's some positive aspects to it. You know what I mean? Because when you hear, because not someone who's not living in Canada, you can only make assumptions, and it's good to hear from people that live in those environments that can actually tell you what's really going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll try not to just rely on Canadian Prepper, right? One source.
That's funny. Canadian Prepper, I think, is trolling Northern Girl Hobbies, which is pretty interesting.
Oh,
it
really?
is. It's been kind of fun, so I hope he puts out another video soon.
I don't have any mods in the chat, so I got to do this myself. There we go. But so where were we? I got lost track of paying attention to the chat. Sorry.
That's okay.
You end up with a runaway chat, man. You gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Get some mods.
Yeah, I have a few mods. Like I know I have. Matter of fact, just for fun, this will be entertaining. Let's see if I can find him, because I think I'm a mod on his channel. So let me do it to him. There we go. Now, next time he types, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm blue." Well, it'll be a surprise for him. But I figured he's a mod on my channel, so I'll make him a mod on this channel. Catskill, we can do that for you if you want to, because you're always great.
Yeah, Catskill's awesome.
Yeah. Well, Mawberry is one of my main mods, because she's been with me through kind of the beginning, you know what I mean, and very supportive of what I've been doing. And by the way, she did say, Northern Girl, she's like, she's going to say something to you, because she's like, oh, so she kept you up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
She kept me up till 5.
5, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Did you get a chance to go fishing today or no?
I did not go fishing today. I cleaned up the laptop. I backed up all of my videos to my external hard drive. And spent the day on the laptop and also promoting my biz for Avon.
Okay.
So kind of double dutying it. But Alex went fishing yesterday with the dog in the pink jacket, and was very successful.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I need to get out and go do some fishing here. I mean, because fishing, ocean fishing, can be really fun. There's a lot of fun things that you can do. A friend of mine, he goes shark fishing. I said, man, we need to put that on video. That would be very entertaining.
It would be. I would love that. That would be so cool. You know what? I kick myself in the butt for not going deep sea fishing when I traveled to the Caribbean.
What? When you went down to Cuba?
When I went to Cuba, Dominican, and Jamaica, like I had that opportunity. It's a bit pricey, but I kicked myself in the butt. Instead of going parasailing, I would have been rather fishing.
Just want to say what's up to Harvey and thank you, Catskill. We appreciate that. What's up, Bullfrog?
Bullfrog.
I never really had the patience to fish too much. I always, whenever I wanted to get fish, I would go down to Matagorda Bay with a big spotlight and a gig, and I just see a fish, stab a fish, and me and my crew would be full, and we'd have our coolers full, and that might take us a couple hours, but
I was reading it. Sorry, brother, I didn't mean to cut you off. It popped up on the screen, and TJ Prep said that she was from Jacksonville, Florida. I had no clue. It's 3 hours north of me. That's pretty good. Hey, what's up, Homestead Oss? Glad to see you in here, brother. Yeah, I know. I don't know if everybody in here knows Homestead Oss. There are a phenomenal channel.
Mm-hmm.
Great people, and it's nice to get that. Also, like how we get the Canadian standpoint from you, we get the Australian standpoint from them. And I forgot to mention something when we were talking about you, Northern Girl. That fire video that you did last night was awesome.
Thank you.
And then I loved what Hutch did with the waterfall today.
Yes.
So I said something to Hutch, and I said, maybe I should do like a beach thing and do like an hour-long beach video with the waves crashing in and out and stuff like that. Maybe that would be, maybe we could all do something like that. That'd be kind of cool to just throw on our channels,
Please do, and then I'll create a playlist of all relaxation of everyone's relaxation videos.
That is a good idea. That's a really good idea. We can all do wherever we're from. Like, I wonder if Arkansas, if like he has any like major falls in the area, because I know the Ozarks probably has like the mountains, and so they have probably like those really huge waterfalls. I would assume. I've never been out that way.
Yeah, no, interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting. When I watched the Homestead Oss, when I watch their channel, I always look at the background because they have such beautiful country out there. I don't know if anybody else notices that, but me. Okay, so yeah. Arkansas Prepper Network says no major waterfalls here. I wonder where are the like some good waterfalls, and I know they have to be some because you get the whole Appalachian Trail. There has to be some decent waterfalls along that ridge somewhere.
There's some pretty stuff in Arkansas though. They got cliffs and they got springs. There's a lot of neat stuff over there.
And you're still in Texas, right? Oh, you're from Missouri. Okay.
Yeah. I moved to Houston when I was young, but yeah, I remember we used to go swimming in the creeks and just clear water, man, and cliff diving off into the springs and stuff. I mean, it was nice. It was real pretty.
Yeah, no, it's definitely awesome. All right, we have another guest, Catskill Prepper. What's up?
Hi.
Hey, Catskill.
To say hi to everyone.
I'm glad you could join us.
Hi. The baby's asleep. The husband's in bed. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, here's what I like. I like that we're having more women on the channels joining the live stream. You know what I mean? I think that's awesome. Oh my God! Do you
guys have an echo with me?
No, we do not.
No.
Okay. When whenever you say someone's name and they just happen to pop up.
Yeah.
Well, he just popped up.
Do the high five, girl. It's opposite.
So let's bring him in.
I feel it from Canada.
Now, warning: this may get crazy after we add him to the stream. Okay.
All
right.
Oh no.
There he
is. Boy. Oh, GreyMan, mix it up so I'm on top of him, please.
What's up? Why you gotta be on top of me?
That's great.
I have no idea what y'all been talking about. I just
Welcome, Arkansas.
What's up?
Man, I love that freaking hat, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find a hat that I have to get a comparable hat because whenever
Yeah.
I'm with Arkansas, I want to wear this crazy massive hat. I thought about getting a sombrero, but then maybe that's not a good idea. You know what I mean? Because they're just so big, you know, and I could put stuff in it.
This is a sombrero.
It's an Arkansas sombrero.
Yeah, it's like a Faraday
this-
cage. He just has to wrap it in tinfoil.
There you go.
This
Yeah, get one of those bags.
Oh, good grief. Oh, man, I done messed up everything.
Arkansas, you need to tell me. Do you have a P.O Box, Arkansas?
No, I need to get one, I guess.
Because I'm gonna buy you the magnetic phone thing like me and Grim have on the back of our phones, and the whole rig to put on your car so you won't have this issue no more as a gift from GreyMan Prepping.
It's like a big tinfoil hat, like for his
Yeah.
car.
That'd be awesome.
I bought a phone holder not that long ago, and then when it come in, one of the pieces was missing, so I just threw it away. I mean, I don't know. Y'all are just propped up on a dash. This is how I've made like every video that I've ever made.
Arkansas, you haven't learned that you have to jimmy rig stuff.
Jimmy Rick.
Like the homemade tripod, bro.
Oh yeah.
We might have to do a duct tape challenge or something.
I
Right?
showed you how to make it. I showed you how to do that.
Are you driving, Arkansas?
Yeah, I'm in the truck.
he's just looking around like he's driving. Oh, yeah, there goes a light. You got to give him credit, man. He's driving and doing a live stream at the same time.
What's up?
I was trying to tell them about how pretty the Ozarks are, but I think since you're there right now,
I
from
wanna
my
hear about
memory
that.
when I was there, you know, you could probably give a better perspective.
Well, I mean, the Ozarks are beautiful. The biggest problem I got with the Ozarks is I spent most of my time riding four-wheelers and stuff down in the bottoms. You know, I mean, it's kind of flat down here. We got rolling hills and that kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
You go up in the Ozarks and certain parts of the Ouachita's and stuff like that, and I don't know how to get around because it's like waterfalls and cliffs and rocks and mountains and
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know how to, y'all know what I'm saying.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know who it was.
Alien invasion.
It wasn't Catskill because she's muted.
Uh-oh. Hopefully it wasn't me.
No, I don't know. It's you never know on lives what's going to happen. I mean, cameras mess up, and echoes and headphones, and But that's the fun part about it, man. We learn things from doing these live streams, and
Right.
plus it's great just being here with everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, it's Friday. You know what I mean? I don't know a lot of you guys if you guys work that 9 to 5, and it's the end of the week. It's in the evening time. We're winding down. It's just kind of cool to talk and chat with friends and stuff like that, and people in the community.
Right.
Yeah, totally awesome. Thank you so much, GreyMan.
No, I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys and everybody in the chat as well. I want to say thank you for everybody, being here. I know it's late and some of you guys, go to bed early. So I appreciate everybody that is here. Oh, Homestead Off said, no, it's Saturday. So they're a day ahead of us.
Well, it's almost Saturday here. 20 more minutes.
Yeah, 20 more minutes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad to be home. I have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, but at least it's my Friday on Saturday. But then I get to create more content. I don't know. I'm glad to be home. I have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, but
You got an
at least
echo.
it's my Friday on Saturday. But then I get to create more content. I don't know. I'm glad to be home. I have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, but
That's weird.
It's my Friday on Saturday. But then I get to create more content. I don't know. I'm glad to be home. I have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, but
That's weird.
Let me see.
Saturday, but then I get to create more content. I don't know. I'm glad to be home.
Oh, it's Catskill. Something must have happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard because if you have YouTube running and this running, Have you hit your hours for monetization? Bullfrog Swamp is asking if I hit my hours for monetization. No, Bullfrog, it's a challenge. I guess I don't want to say challenge. It's some great people out there like Northern Girl and Stuart. Also, I've been seeing people have mentioned it to me that they are watching the playlist. Shift Engineering here as well. I'm halfway there. I'm touching 2,000 hours. You need 4,000 to become monetized. And so I'm halfway there, but it's happening really, really quickly. For most of you guys, I don't know if you guys know, I mean, I've only been doing YouTube since December 13th. So coming up December, January, so almost on 2 months. So to be where I'm at, I'm very happy. And it's all because of you guys, of course. And I'm hopefully just keep on producing good content and keeping everybody intrigued on what's coming up next.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations. Holy moly.
I truly appreciate that. And my goal is, if I do make it to that standpoint, is to help other channels come up too, because I know what it's like starting from the bottom and working your way through the whole system. It can be challenging. But I did want to mention one thing. I really apologize. I don't know if I should be apologizing, but that zombie video that I put up there, it was it was a whim. The fire alarm went off right at my job. And it's just sitting there going beep and over and over again. I'm like, okay, this is driving me crazy. And then I hear the fire trucks coming. I'm like, you know what? This is the apocalypse. Here we go. So I decided to shut off the lights in my shop and run around with my phone, videoing the light blinking, which you really couldn't see. And I videoed the fire trucks. And then I went outside and fell on the ground, and the zombies got me.
I thought it was fantastic. And you know what? The hashtag shorts. And you filmed it the correct way. So when you film a short video, you have to have your phone upright, like that way.
Right.
So for YouTube, normally you film with your phone this way, but for the short videos, I learned today that you film it this way, and it's got to be under 60 seconds.
Yeah, I think I know. I tried to do after I posted it. Then I did the research. But I know you were supposed to hashtag it with the shorts, and I know about the phone thing because I remember Be Ready over Be Ready Today. He did a few shorts and had mentioned it, and I was like, let me try it. Why not? It's like a TikTok kind of video. You know what I mean? That's where I guess the idea came from. And there was no one to tell me not to post it, so I posted it, and I was going to delete it, but there was enough comments in there saying, please do not delete it. This was great, so I'm going to leave it up on the channel.
I loved it. Totally unexpected coming from GreyMan. I
know, right? Got to keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering what zombies taste like. I mean,
it depends, Arkansas. If you pickle them, or if you fry them, if you bake them, or if you're just going to eat them raw like sushi.
It's probably like a 2-day-old possum on the side of the road, if you ask me.
Yuck.
Well,
Yuck.
I'm just wondering if for some reason you can't catch any fish, but you can catch a zombie, then maybe I don't know, we could have like zombie meatloaf or something.
Arkansas Prepper Network says it tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
Northern Girl won't even look at me. Look at it.
I apologize. I'm responding to someone in the chat, and I'm on a huge lag on my iPad.
It probably matters where the zombie come from. What part of the world,
Well, that's what I was kind of wondering too. Like, if you feed zombies Chinese, do they taste like?
Hey guys, sorry.
Let's do this. Let's put the ladies next to each other.
There we go.
I mean, like, if you cheat, if you get a zombie that's been in the China neighborhood, do they taste like Chinese food?
I don't know, but you might be hungry in 2 hours. It might not be a good plan.
TJ Prep said it probably tastes like spoiled meat, which probably is closer to truth than anything.
That's exactly what I was thinking, like roadkill or something.
Well, I mean, if TJ is going to be saying some stuff like that, I would like to ask TJ, what happens if you pressure can it?
Oh.
Well, I put the link out there. TJ is more than welcome to jump on with us. I can put the ladies below and us guys on top, and
might not be very Philic. Oh goodness.
it's always interesting to have preppers on here, especially TJ, she's been doing this for a long time and has great info. So, that awkward silence. Arkansas, you need to talk.
I wasn't trying to make it weird. I mean, I was just talking about canning zombies with a Presto canner, and y'all are gonna make it all weird and stuff. I ain't trying to. I ain't never seen zombies.
What?
Does Arkansas even know how to can stuff? Come at me, bro.
What do you mean? Do I know how to can stuff? I got so much. Don't even start. You can't fix.
Oh, you have to get caught up on some of my videos.
Don't even start. You can't fix.
Y'all got those?
Get caught up on some of my videos.
Right?
Y'all use those vacuum sealers?
Uh-oh.
Y'all got those?
Get caught up on some.
Somebody be echoing.
We got the echo again.
Yeah.
Esco, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
We're getting an echo from you.
From me?
Somebody be echoing.
Shut off your YouTube Catskill
gotta use
and just keep the
You hear us?
StreamYard up.
Yes, I can hear you.
We're getting an
That
There we
ain't
go.
me.
If she mutes herself, she can still hear us, right?
Yeah, but if she clicks off the YouTube, it should be fine.
Still hear us, right? Yeah, you can't have YouTube running and StreamYard at the same time, or it'll give you an echo. Oh, let me.
I bought a bunch of chicken today. I was fixing to can it tomorrow, and
Oh, I can't. You can't.
I thought
unmute
about
because
making a
of-
video
oh,
about
okay.
that, but I
You're
don't
doing
think
You're
I
doing a
don't think
cannon
there's
video?
anything I can teach the internet about canning that they don't already know.
I don't know much about Canon, to be honest with you. I'd like to watch it.
I gotta do a canning video too. It's been a long overdue.
They probably ain't gonna be canning no fish.
He just threw that in there like that. He's so sneaky, man. Hey, Arkansas, I do want to make a point, man. The last few videos you've been doing lately, man, I'm impressed with you, brother. I mean, you've given me a new respect for you. And, I think you have a big heart, brother. And I know I don't mean to get all sentimental on you, man, but I just want to let you know, man, that, some of that stuff touches home, man. And I really appreciate some of the stuff that you do, man, on your channel.
Well, I appreciate that.
No.
I mean, y'all know I like to get on there late at night and be goofy and stuff, but I mean, we do real stuff during the day. We all got real lives and stuff going on.
So let me ask you guys a question. Northern Girl might have heard about this. I think I was talking to you last night on the phone about it. What would you guys think of a prepper con where all like personalities and stuff kind of got together and then subs got to meet and there was like, like shows where people would be on stage and you get to ask your favorite prepper questions and the subs and, like just a whole thing. We'll get some like, it'd be cool to have some like distributors there, maybe some Benchmade knives and some gear, people get them involved. What do you guys think about that?
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know where we'd host it at though.
Well, funny enough, they mentioned Florida, and the only reason they mentioned Florida, it's me how good a person Arkansas is. That's true, Arkansas Prepper Network. Sorry, I was reading the chat. So the reason they were thinking about Jacksonville, Florida, and the reason Florida would be the place to go is because we're wide open. There's no restrictions on how many people we can have. There's no, there's no lockdowns. There's nothing like that. You know what I mean? So that's why people have been thinking Florida and North Florida because it's closer. I mean, because even you, Arkansas, and some of the other people that live in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and all those areas through there. I know New York's probably the furthest, but we would try to, help people out. Maybe we could do some fundraising or something like that, and help some of the people out that may not be able to afford to get down there, so we can get all the creators together. And I just think it'd be a really neat idea to pull that together, and it'd be in the summertime. So I'll keep you guys updated, and also I think Grim is doing some research, and also Jason at the Angry Prepper is doing something. I think he told Grim that he was going to be on board with that as well. So so it may happen. So just keep an eye out. If we put this together, I think it'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wish that, like, I'm hoping that something will happen in Canada along the same wavelength. You know what I mean? Because who knows what's going to happen with the border crossing. And then for us to be able to have to travel, it's probably going to cost a fortune, and I ain't getting no job. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll give you a job.
No.
Harvey says do a virtual PrepperCon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
almost what we're doing right now, except
Yeah,
for
it's
having
true.
the physical goods around. Yeah.
If,
All right,
if I'm gonna go and participate in some kind of PrepperCon stuff like what y'all been talking to me about, if I ain't gonna do it over the internet, we need to be doing this stuff in person somehow or another.
Well, that's kind of the gist of it. I just saw Native down in the green room, and then he disappeared. I don't know what happened. I was about to.
Yeah, it's like
got
the whole
scared.
thing with YouTube, they got the algorithms and all that garbage and the censorship. So, I mean, if you really want to communicate on a different level, you can get it on Telegram or one of these other encrypted, messaging deals.
Yeah.
Because on here, everything's recorded.
Yeah, but we're not saying anything bad.
No.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
No,
Well,
and like
whose eyes, though? That's the problem.
yeah, and I have the Discord app, and I find it really confusing.
It
I
can
don't
be.
think Discord's encrypted though.
Yeah.
I don't know either, but I just find it very confusing. However, I like to stay off of my phone. So Discord, at least I can connect on my laptop.
Right.
So it's kind of a catch-22.
I
Great.
want to ask
Are you closer to like the Orlando Convention Center or Tampa?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Orlando Convention would be closer for me.
Okay.
Like I said, Jacksonville would be about 3 hours.
Okay. Okay.
3 hours north of me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I told you I lived in Jacksonville and Orlando and Tampa at one point. So
I lived in Orlando for about 3 or 4 years. I worked for the Mouse. I did security for the Mouse.
oh yeah, the mouse. I heard all about the mouse. Yeah. It's really weird when you hear the inner stories of the mouse.
So funny that this is going to be kind of a run off topic, but so when I worked there, right, so being security,
Right.
I wanted to ruin all the hopes and dreams of all the children at one point. and the reason that is I took this picture of 5 Mickey Mouses all together, because there's only supposed to be one, and there was 5 Mickey Mouses all together, and they were all behind each other doing something adultish, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
My clients told me this.
Yeah, I took that picture, and I was told that if I did that, Disney may come after me, so I did not share that picture.
Yeah. No,
Wow, that's weird.
Nobody dies at Disney. They have their own fire department, their own police department, their own security. They'll drag the body off the grounds before someone is said that they died or anything. It's crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Right?
city in itself.
Right?
It's like
You
a small
can't chew
city.
gum. You're not allowed to chew gum on Disney grounds. They don't sell it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
There's a whole lot of different conspiracies and stuff going on. I got a few things wrote down right here. If y'all don't mind me
read
sharing
them.
them,
I need
just right
to
quick.
know. We're in the need to know.
You said you have something written down, Arkansas?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a few things wrote down before I decided to come on the internet.
Would you like to share?
Well, I still don't think. Well, hold on. Northern girls still can't catch fish.
I saw a lot of fish on her thing, and she makes me feel like I need to step my game up. So
It's a conspiracy. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Yeah, just like I can start a fire without a lighter too.
Yeah.
Catskill don't have skills.
Any skills? I know. I saw that in a chat one night, and I'm like, is he kind of being rude? Yeah, he probably is, but I still like him. It's fine.
Now hold on just a minute, and I think getting fan prepping don't actually prep, and the only reason GreyMan is called GreyMan is because of the color of his beard. That's what I got wrote down right here.
GreyMan has no. Yes.
You know what's funny about that, Arkansas? I have one of those too. And I'm taking notes, brother. I'm taking notes. So one of these days I'm gonna come at you.
Arkansas, when you need some canning and long-term food storage, I'm here for you. Just saying.
And just to let everybody know in the chat, I just want to say thanks for everybody being in here as well. Again, I'd like to keep on referring to the chat. And if anybody's interested in joining and talking with us, even if you're a sub and don't have a full-blown channel, you're more than welcome.
I have no full-blown channel. Nobody knows me.
Well, I know you from chat because you're very active, and I really appreciate you commenting and stuff.
Well, I love all you guys, so you're great.
Truly appreciate that. Truly appreciated. You know, there's a lot of good people out there. Like I said earlier, man, there's just some good people. You know, unfortunately, like I said, it really sucks when there's like one person that wants to do something negative or something like that. Yeah, and I hate that. And I try to distance myself from it, you know what I mean? And not really want to like dive into that stuff like that because I hear a bunch of stuff going on. I'm like, man, okay, maybe I'm just going to go silent for a couple of days. But then I just, you know, I'll just
go GreyMan.
Yeah, go GreyMan. Yeah. But then I figured I'll just throw out a prepping video and just act like it doesn't exist. You know, just out of mind, out of sight kind of thing like that, you know?
I feel like it's like a little bit of a high school experience. Like sometimes you have a bump in the road. Nobody's really bad. Everyone's just kind of bent out of shape for a moment, and then you just keep it moving.
Yeah. And we're adults, man. If you, I'm not going to mention any names, but someone had a question for me in regards to something, and they actually, you know, texted me, and I gave them a call and answered the questions, and I respect that. You know, as human beings or as people or older people, if you have a question or if you have an issue, just call the person and just hash it out, man. It doesn't have to be broadcast all over YouTube for everybody to discuss. So,
agreed.
Like I said, it's it sucks that sometimes it gets that way. You know what I mean? Because there's, like I said, everybody's, I think, innate, and maybe I'm wrong for saying this, some people, but I think everybody has a good heart, you know, in nature, and sometimes we just veer off a little bit.
Well, I mean, everybody's coming from a different background, which is like the amazing thing about this community. Like, I'm not a Marine. I'm not an expert fisherman. Like, I bring all these different things to the table, and I'm cool with that. You know, like I want to learn from all of you. You know,
right? No, I respect that.
Yeah, totally.
And that's what I always tell everybody on my channel. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything there is to know about prepping. That's why I watch so many prepping channels, because I learn from every person, and then every person has something to offer in this community, be it just a tidbit or a lot. You know what I mean? And it's great to learn from that.
Yeah.
All right. I guess Cherokee wants to jump in here with us real quick.
Yeah, Cherokee.
He might have some feedback.
All right.
Yeah.
He's about to put some headphones on.
Hopefully he's got some different headphones, maybe.
We're about to get crazy up in here now.
Oh, this one. 2 feathers.
Can I fit 7 people in here? This ought to be interesting.
Oh,
try to put like 10 people on at once, but I don't know what kind of machine he's running. So.
I
on the platform you paid for, I think.
I paid for it, so we can keep on adding. I don't know if Native's having connection issues. He popped in and then popped out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Cherokee.
Hi, Cherokee. You're so super supportive of me, so thank you.
Oh, you like my sister. Same thing, Northern girl. She's just like my sister.
She's amazing, right?
We love you. We love you, James.
Thank you.
That man down there in Arkansas, he's cool.
Yeah, cool.
He'll be back in a minute. He's taking a break.
Yeah, he's taking in Arkansas.
I'm hearing too many echoes. I'm going to get off.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, don't make yourself go crazy with the echoes.
I love you to death. I love watching you.
I love you too, Cherokee, man. You are always in the chats. You're always on commenting, man. I appreciate everything you do for us.
Always.
You're awesome, brother.
Okay.
We'll talk more.
Okay. It's just too many echoes here. 25 people.
All right, brother.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost GreyMan. I mean, a Cherokee.
I think he said he was popping off. I don't know.
Yeah. He was hearing too many voices, like 25 people, he said at once.
Northern Girl, like, do you ship off topic question? Do you ship to like these states all the time, or is it just once in a blue?
For Avon?
Yeah. For like so soft and whatever.
I can ship. I think the most ideal way would be to ship a big parcel to one individual person.
Okay. So
and then somebody distribute it that way, because it'll be a lot cheaper for shipping.
Is it cheaper to buy from you in Canada than the States? Just curious. I don't know.
You would have to figure out the calculation in terms of shipping and then what the exchange rate is.
Yeah, I don't know. I never thought about it, but I just thought, like, when I want to buy the Skin So Soft, like, I want to make it at a conducive time.
Yes, and I can also like put you in touch with some American representatives as well.
No, I don't want American. I want you.
Okay. Shoot me an email.
All right.
Can we get?
It's in my about section.
No, I saw it.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Native.
Sorry, my internet.
Hear rant.
Hey, everybody. Rant.
Did Tribe stream end already?
I think he's still going. Yeah. My internet keeps blinking in and out, and so I keep getting kicked off everybody.
I thought it was when I started talking and I came on live, it ended, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I just ruined his stream."
No, I think Native is blowing up with that rant. I mean, it gets better and better every single day.
Oh my God, I love it. I'm addicted to your rant every morning. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I can't believe y'all I can't believe so many people like to hear me just go.
We love it. We love it.
You're our morning voice. I don't like it, not even a little bit.
What?
Arkansas, I just want you to know I unsubbed, and I'm encouraging people to unsub from you.
What? You unsubbed? What's up?
Yeah.
What did I do?
You just be yourself, man. I just don't like it.
Serious? Is this like a serious conversation?
No. We all pick on. We all pick on one another.
Like all the puppy stuff.
Natives want to pick on hats.
I don't like that, man. I think it's racist.
Well, you can just go on and suck a sack of Richards. I got a pile of them on the back porch.
What are Richards?
You never heard
that? You got a pile of them on the back porch.
Oh, is that the long?
That's your lifestyle choice.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna get crazy.
Hey, brother, I'm just kidding. That video you dropped yesterday with the Bible verse, man. Me and my wife enjoyed that. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of being a prick a little bit. I didn't mean to, but
well, like I said, you're just being yourself.
Oh man, this is why I love doing this, man. This is just awesome.
So you're like a, don't take offense, but you're like a good Oprah because you like keep everyone in line. But
really,
yeah, I think no, GreyMan, I do watch you, and I'm like, he's very good at like, oh, we're gonna. I don't want to say circle back, right?
Nah, dude. She just called you Oprah, man. She just called you Oprah. She just called you Oprah.
Yeah.
You're not the resident stepchild, okay? But yeah, no. I think you have like a real knack for this. So
he's a leader.
Yeah,
please don't call him an Oprah.
Yeah.
I
don't mean Oprah. I don't mean Oprah. Yes, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Hutch,
he's like the calm voice in the storm sometimes,
Yes.
Native dropped out. He's like, I'm done. No.
Hutch said, GreyPra.
Where's Hutch? Why is he not in here?
GreyMan, I can send you some hair dye for your beard if they want to keep picking on you.
Oh,
Northern Girl, I tried that once and it was a horrible experience because
yeah.
it starts to go out and then it just looks horrible. And then you get like that, I'm the homeless, like reddish kind of like tint as it. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay gray. The hell with it.
Yeah. No, we
Yeah.
love your beard,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that,
At
but
least you can grow a beard. My husband can't, but he's asleep, so we don't want to talk about that.
you
Right
guys are giving me way too much credit, man.
I think I'm gonna change your name in my phone now.
To Grey Pro,
Probably to Gray Oprah.
Grey Oprah. It's all right, Native man. We understand, brother. I mean, I've had issues in the past too, man. If you can get it fixed, you're more than welcome to come back on, man. Anybody's welcome. Anybody who's in chat, I'll throw it out there again just in case anybody hasn't seen the link. I'm trying to be really frugal with it. I'm just trying to give everybody an option to come in and say hello. People that may be new to it, take a risk, man. Come on here. Say what's up to us, man. I'm just an ordinary guy. We're all ordinary people. You know what I mean? So come and say
This
hello.
is why I'm here. I love you guys. I think you guys are all awesome people, and it's nice to know like-minded people. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
we're
Absolutely,
all from
Catskill.
different backgrounds, and it's so much fun to like connect and like talk about different things in our strong suits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Homestead Offs, it's okay, man. We're having a pretty decent chat in here. No one's really getting out of hand, so we have a bunch of good people in chat. So the moderating thing is not too big of a deal. I'll try to keep an eye on it well, but I do have Native in there too.
Why isn't Hutch coming in? He's like,
Hutch said his phone doesn't work well when there's a bunch of people on.
okay.
But Hutch, of course, is always welcome on the channel.
Yeah, Hutch is waiting
If
on a
y'all
new
want, I can
laptop.
drop out if y'all want to put him on.
No, I can put up to, I think, 8 or 10 people I can put on the screen. It would get chaotic, but I can put that many.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, if it ever gets that way, because sometimes it'll get crazy where.
I mean, Arkansas is on here, so it might get chaotic, but whatever.
I don't know. He seems.
They might set something off. You never know.
Well, man, I can get off of here. I
Oh,
didn't
I
smart
love
enough-
you. Stop.
Arkansas,
Hey, you try-
It's gonna be really
Arkansas.
weird when I'm wearing your T-shirt on my well, I don't do live streams on my video, and I'm wearing your T-shirt, and my husband's looking at it like, "Who's this man on your T-shirt?"
What does it say?
Just don't do nothing weird.
That's what the T-shirt says. I'm not here for anything weird or something like that.
Just don't wind up on TV with his shirt on, right?
Never. I'm a good girl.
Oh, that's too
Arkansas, I
funny.
wanted to ask you, did you ever try one of those static bags with a taser to see if it would come through?
No, man, I was scared. I duct taped a whole bunch of them together and made a vest out of it.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking about it, and I make my wife mad a lot, and I don't know that she would turn it off if it didn't work.
Well, it does work. You should try it out. That's no lie. It does work. It's got that little bit of metal on the surface of it.
have a good night, Homestead Oss. He's buffering real bad. His reception's getting really bad out there. So have a good night, brother. Appreciate you stopping by, man.
Later, Homestead.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Hutch. Hutch is getting he's setting up a whole studio and stuff, and he's gonna I think it's
His
gonna
videos
be
are really good.
Yeah. And I'm an old person, so I repeat myself, and I still.
How old are you? How old are you?
46.
You are 2 years older than me. I'm kind of old too.
But when Hutch did that video with that stop motion and the amount of time he put in there, man, that shows dedication. That shows dedication into this business.
Absolutely. On his phone. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah. He said he told me that all his videos that he does, all the stuff he doesn't pay for, it's all free. And I feel really stupid because I paid for multiple services and I'm like, hi, this is that's all I got. And he's has all these videos.
Sorry, I was reading a message from John.
Yeah, it's kind of tough there, Catskill, too. I paid for my Filmora.
Yeah, that's the one I paid for.
Yeah, so if you need help with that, just reach out. to me because I've been.
Okay, well, I appreciate that because your video editing is amazing, and I love your content. I don't really know if I'm as creative, but at least it could be more streamlined a little bit. Like I'm just like.
Well, I'll tell you, somebody else too that does a lot of editing and has, which I mean, and not to downplay Hutch at all, because Hutch is awesome. He's got some stupid skill going on. I mean, and I'm just a crazy dude talking to his phone on the dash of his truck most of the time.
But we love it.
Well, there's another guy. He was wanting to give up on doing this stuff, and what he might not appreciate me saying that, but he was kind of wanting to give up on doing the YouTube thing. It's a tactical technician, and he's actually from Arkansas also, and he puts a lot of work into his videos and stuff like that. And I think he was getting kind of upset that, that he was putting a whole bunch of work into him and wasn't getting a whole lot of views. And then, and you got people on here like me that just get on here and act ignorant.
Yeah.
Let me pause everybody for a second. So when I do videos about prepping, they don't get as many views as if I do a video about politics or anything garbage like that. You know what I mean? But I still continue to do them.
That's your base.
Yeah, well, someone is going to get valuable content out of that, and eventually someone's going to cross that video, and it's going to help them out tremendously down the road. So I don't care if I get 5 views. I don't care if I have 100 subscribers or 10 billion subscribers. I'm going to always try to stay true to the roots and continue just doing prepping videos, even if they get low views. At this point, I don't care. You know what I mean? I've gotten a lot of feedback when I put a video out and I read the comments, and this person's like, hey man, you really helped me here, or hey, this really helped me. And it makes me feel good that at least one person took something from my video and it helped them. So to me, that's what matters to me personally.
Yeah,
that's
man.
right, GreyMan.
I agree.
I just talk to the phone. I'm just me. Half the time I got a toddler in the back seat wanting a Slim Jim.
I have a toddler in the back street all the time.
Well, Arkansas, here's what you can do. As that toddler gets older, you can use him as a cameraman. Because I wish I had a cameraman.
I'll go get something.
Yeah, child slave labor there, eh, guys?
Yeah. But they're not that great because they disrupt your life a lot. So it's not as fun as you think.
Arkansas Prepper Network says we need to market the prepping community. The TV show hurt the preparation movement, which I think he's talking about Doomsday Preppers. And I agree. I think I was talking to Jason about that, or you guys know who Angry is, I'm assuming. I was talking to Jason about that, and I wish they would do something different in the aspect of like someone who's a prepper that has that kind of financial backing that could redo something like that and re-put it out, because now would be the best time of what's going on in society.
Yeah.
And I think that would be awesome. And actually use, dig into the people, but, don't try to make them look stupid. And that's just wrong. That's just wrong, man. Some people, I understand, have some far off landish things. They might think there's a comet coming. And hypothetically speaking, that could be a possibility one day. There could be a comet or an asteroid or something that may collide with the Earth. So just because that's what they're prepping for, don't knock them for it. Don't make fun of them. You know what I mean? We all have.
Hey, they're prepping.
Right. And like I said, someone asked me, like, why do you prep? What are you getting out of it? And I said, it's an insurance policy. I said, every month you pay for car insurance just in case you get into an accident. And you may not get an accident for 10 years, but one day you get into that and you're happy you had that insurance. And that's what I call prepping. It's insurance for life.
I feel like how many of you didn't know you were, at least for me, I didn't know I was a prepper until like it came forward more. And I was like, oh, wow, that's me. That's what I do. That's who I am. But I didn't have a bunker. I don't have a bunker. I have firearms, but I don't have an arsenal. Like all these weird things. But when coronavirus hit, like I was good. I was watching the news streams. I had all this stuff and everyone's like, oh, you're crazy. Okay, I'll be crazy. Thank you. I had toilet paper. You know what I mean? Like, I I feel like you have to take preppers and different levels, and different levels can all learn from each other. Like, I don't have to be certain people who are like crazy firearms people, but I can also learn from them. And then people don't know me with the food prepping the way I do, and they can learn from me, and vice versa. And it's all good.
Yeah, no, and agreed. And Arkansas Prepper Network, he's been putting out some really good, or been talking in the chat, really good stuff. He said anything is possible prepping for the probable, be it teach it from the aspect of, I'm messing his whole thing up, but he's talking about house fires, tornadoes, hurricanes. You know, it's like I said, in reference to the insurance. Go ahead, Arkansas.
I was just gonna say I gotta go for a minute. I just got another message. I gotta make a phone call right quick. But I'll try to come back. I'll try to come back if I can. If I can't, then
I'm gonna run it for another 45 minutes. I like to keep it under that 2-hour mark because everybody says that YouTube doesn't like it when you go over 2 hours. So I'll be here roughly for another 45 minutes, Arkansas, if you want to jump back.
They never told me that because I went like all night last night. So.
I don't know if it's true either, but I'm just trying to be on the safe side.
All right. I'll see y'all later if I don't see you here shortly.
Roger that, brother.
Thank you, Arkansas.
See ya.
All right, now we're in the four corners again.
Well, at least we're even. Girls against boys.
Ooh.
Want to answer Bullfrog Swamp Homestead's question. He says, do you think homesteading is the ultimate prepper status? I was raised around homesteading. I didn't know I was a prepper, just saying. No, Bullfrog, to me, most preppers, that's usually their long-term goal is to become a homesteader. And then once they become a homesteader, to go fully self-sufficient. I mean, it's like a process that we do. At least that's how I feel about it. I mean, these guys may have a different opinion. But
I would love that. I'm not there, but I would love that.
So
are you guys there? I don't know.
I'm working. I think I might be a year out.
Okay.
You know, I'm trying to buy. I'm looking into it. I had to build my credit first. I know that sounds weird, but my credit was okay, so I had to really work on getting my credit at that top notch, and then so that when I go to get a loan or whatever I need to buy the property and the home and stuff like that, I have that access. I think. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have family in the north west part of Florida, and I saw an article. I don't know. I mean, it might have been like what is it, Ice Age Farmer, or like Adapt 2030 or whatever. It's one of those channels that were talking about Florida, and they were talking about the new highways they want to put in going up the western part of Florida, and like 75 or 77 and up or whatever it is, and how people are buying it up. And I was like, oh man, like, yeah, I would love to own a piece up there. I mean, Florida, you know, I don't like the one highway in, but that's a great part of Florida.
Right. Shift, are you okay?
Have you heard what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
No, I do watch both of those channels. Cherokee wants back in, so I'm going to bring him back in the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can hear about all of you one at a time.
Hi.
There you go.
I figured it out. It was totally different. I had to move my seat back 20 feet.
Oh.
That's what you call a cam for you.
Hey, long as it works, brother.
Oh, yeah.
I was just saying, particularly that part of Florida is like, I feel like it's untouched. And if they had a highway there, like it would be amazing, or not amazing, whatever. You're not on the I-90 like corridor or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah, no, Ice Age Farmer, Adapt 2020. There's one other one too. The solar, sometimes do solar minimum. I don't know if that's the name of the channel. But
Adapt 21 or something.
There's another one that I watched too. It is called, let me see if I can find it here.
Because they have great information. And
I mean, you would think that Ice Age Farmer, the way he's like, you'd think he was giving you like neo-Nazi information, the way they like, you know, regulate him. I mean, he's just like this guy from like California trying to speak his truth. It's crazy. I've been watching him for years.
Right.
I
And
like
that's
him
why
because he's nice.
That's why he has multiple platforms that he uploads
Yeah,
to as
thank
well,
you.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he just gives info and he shows the data and it's whatever. It's good.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the reason they get him on that is mainly that data. He
Yeah.
dead on it. They don't want you to know that stuff.
No, but you know, it's funny because the minute he says certain things, I try to pull up the articles and they're already gone. You can't find
Yeah.
them.
You download him right when he does it, then you can't say too much.
Northern Girl.
I tell my husband all the time, and he believes it. It's not like he thinks I'm a liar. And I'm like, oh, look at it. And he's like, I can't find it. He goes, I can't find Canadian isolation camps. I don't see that video. And I'm like, you wouldn't see it. They took it off the internet. It's gone.
Well, how many? I'm curious on something. How many of y'all ever actually look at the news and see how much that they don't ask? I mean, in other words, like you're talking about food shortage, you don't hear them talk about it. If you talk about certain kind of the weather, they won't say nothing.
Right.
It's like you, GreyMan, you up there in Florida, and I used to work for Duke Power.
Mm-hmm.
They would automatically, as soon as it came up, I'd go to what they call a global incident map.
Mm-hmm.
And pull it, and I'll know when to go and get ahead of the schedule. Well, when you try it over here in North Carolina, they had like the TV channels now ain't like Channel 9, Channel 18. It's WNCC something. And I'm like, okay, I say it, well, that storm's getting ready to hit.
Yeah.
They'll cut you off right there.
Yep.
And they won't say nothing later. That's the only thing I couldn't get. And then we started looking at the crime ratings. They'll say it's high, but when you ask a specific question, even the law enforcement has noticed it. They won't even report the crime.
Yeah.
Like one person was asking me about teaching them about knife fighting. Well, 99% of the knife fights that you see today, it ain't our tactical knives or our block blades. It's a giant kitchen knife. They wouldn't report it.
I'm trying to maybe you can do it, Northern Girl. I've been trying to get Faithful to jump on here with you ladies.
Oh man.
I don't know how to do that. My phone's gonna die, so I'm gonna have to jump off here soon.
You're gonna leave me as the only woman?
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I just got a notification to my phone that she's going red.
Who's going red? Oh, your phone. Okay.
Yeah, my phone. But I just posted, I can't post the link, but another channel I follow is called Shaking My Head Productions.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
It's a rather interesting one, and they cover a lot of different topics.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right now.
Let me see how many subscribers they have. 244,000 subs. But a lot of different, you know, content, you know what I mean? Choose what you want to watch. We all have freedom of choosing what we want to see.
You do right now, right?
That's right. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Northern Girl.
But yeah, thank you for the live stream, guys.
I subscribe. Thank you.
When Northern Girl, tell your old man, hey, I like him. The only thing is, when he cooks, you let him test the food first or the doggy.
He does. He really does. Actually, he made shepherd's pie tonight, and we had the whole alarm system going off, and I'm like, did you put a pan underneath the shepherd's pie when you're cooking it? No. And so, yeah, the lady's coming on, the alarm system, PA, and I'm like, everything's good. The man's cooking.
Oh, it tickled me. It tickled me. My wife was sitting there, and my friend was sitting there. My friend, he's more like checking the women out. That's how he is, because he's young. And I was going like, you hadn't seen her husband? No. So that man right there on the ice, he's fishing, and she's up here burning stuff. Then he looked, he kept looking. There he is. And then all of a sudden, he disappeared off the video. And I was going like, what's wrong? The man disappeared. I'm going like, oh, you did notice her husband then. That was her husband. I said, it has to be. Because I didn't see no other people out there.
No, it's usually just us two when we go fishing for the most part, right?
Well,
and the dog.
Amazing.
That's like everybody else to do it.
Northern Girl, I showed my husband your video and I was like, this is like what life's about. And he was like, I'm in. I love it. Let's leave New York. We'll drive up to you guys. Like it's amazing, wonderful.
Somebody's got to buy my neighbor's property. They're selling like soon.
Cheap. We'll buy.
They got a lot.
I feel like well, I mean, I want to say the Canadian camps are crazy, but it's going to come to New York and worse. So whatever.
You know what? I'm in a small population of 600 people, and yeah.
We're in a small population. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, we should talk. We'll talk skin so soft. We'll stop with that.
Okay. Skin so soft.
But
all right.
But Northern Girl, I do appreciate you jumping on here with me. It's always good to have you on the show. You know, I like having you on because you provide great content as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out now and hop back into the chat. Harvey Black 2 is asking me how many acres. I want to say it's probably about 3 or 4 acres that my neighbor has, but it's all cleared. So, and it's fully fenced in. But we have huge restrictions here in terms of what we are allowed to do on our properties. Like we have illegal chickens. So we have a fully fenced in, 6-foot high fence, and yeah.
Yeah, meat rabbits are pretty quiet too.
How far north are you from the American border?
Okay, so
you're on like the east side, right?
So like I am from Michigan, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. I am 2.5 hours away, let's say.
Walking distance.
Well, I mean, the chickens get really crazy up there, so
Yeah, I know. So yeah, they got to put a ban on the chickens, ban on the golf carts that people have, elderly people have. It's just insane.
Listen, I live in New York. I'm not judging you, so
Yeah, no. You know what? I stick to my own corner of this little
me too
world that I live in here, and yeah, addicted to YouTube and all of you folks.
Yeah, no, and that's it's like an outlet, coming on live sometime and just be able to talk and stuff like that outside of your realm of people, you know what I mean? And that's why I like to do the Tuesday thing is more guest based, you know what I mean? But the Friday thing that I'm doing here is just kind of for everyone just to kind of, come and hang out, you know what I mean? I think it's kind of cool to just meet some of you guys face to face, talk to you guys, hear your points of opinion and stuff like that. I think it's awesome.
It's really wonderful to hear people from different parts of the country and like understand their like motives and what they're going through and whatever.
Yeah, and if any of you guys ever need to reach me and you guys can't reach me on, like on YouTube or something like that, you can either leave a comment and say, hey, can you get a hold of me? Or I think I've finally figured it all out and I got my email and stuff like that below every single video now. I had to do it to all of them. So you should be able to reach me now.
Awesome. I was not able to find your store link for your merch, GreyMan.
Really?
In your about section.
Merch, but I didn't really find it either. So
yeah,
I heard it was very popular.
So if you get a chance, open up one of the videos, and it should be the first link you see. It should say GreyMan has merch. Funny enough, or check out my merch or something like that. And then it'll say Teespring under there. If you guys don't see it, please hit me up because I see it on my end. You never know what YouTube is doing, but I will double check into it. But it should be as soon as you go, not even the About Me section. If it's under every video, it should be the first link, and then it goes into my email and P.O Box, and then it goes into like my social media or my Patreon and all the other stuff like that should be on every video. I've been trying to make sure it's all like what is it called?
Angry said your sweatshirts were like super warm.
Yeah, no, Angry's been super supportive. He is awesome.
Your sweatshirts were amazing.
What's up, Pepper 101?
I have to just say, I've only bought merch from one person that I liked, which was Ice Age Farmer, and he had like 4 stages of t-shirts, and it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was like $2 up every time, and it was like the most expensive was $24, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy the $24 nice t-shirt. It was the crappiest like soccer t-shirt that you could ever find. It was awful. It came and I think between the $24 that I spent on it and then like the $12 they charged me for shipping, it was awful. It was awful.
Albie, and Albie, who's a friend of mine, I've known for quite some time. He has a phenomenal beard, by the way, guys. He said the link. He said that he does see the link inside the video. So I don't know, but if you guys do have any issues, please feel free. And if you ever want, you can email me, and I can send you the link if you really want it. It's not something that I tell anybody you have to do. You know what I mean? It's just something if you get bored and you want to support. It's not like something that you're obligated or nothing like that. It's just people have asked me in the past, and that's why I did it, because people just want to support the channel in some form or manner. Stuff like that.
Do it. I would do it.
I think it's just, it's totally cool. I actually, I got onto Teespring
Northern
today.
Girl, I'd buy your t-shirt.
You would buy my t-shirt?
Yeah.
You're going to have to email me and tell me what you want on the t-shirt.
Neck small. Just a V-neck small, white or black.
What do you want on it?
I don't know. Northern Girl hobbies, like a fish, like something that claims I'm pretty cool. So, yeah.
Like Godfish, come at me, bro, kind of deal?
You know, it's funny you guys are talking about this. I don't know who bought them. Someone bought two, someone to give me a suggestion to actually make a GreyMan Got Merch shirt. And I used North Shore's quote on the back, about
North Shore preparedness.
Yeah, and two people bought that shirt. I don't know who bought them, but I'd love to know who they are. If they happen to be watching this live, send me a picture in Gmail, because I'd like to see how they came out. You know what I mean? In physical. Maybe I should buy one. I don't know.
North Shore too. I would support him a million times. He's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, North helped build me a lot in the beginning. With the raids and
everyone. He's just a wonderful person. That's the thing. When you're neutral and you're just cool, that's the thing that works.
Agreed.
I mean, we all have different opinions on things, and we all have different strengths, and that's cool. But nobody should pass judgment, because there's something called YouTube, and the you means you, not me, not you, but it's you. It doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah, agreed.
That's what I was watching last night.
What?
At Arkansas, he was trying to. Everybody was talking about his prayer, and he was talking about people not having that what you call comments on each other about bad things, and then all of a sudden, two guys get in there, and then they start to bump heads, and I just turned around and said, "You both look like children. If you don't like it, get off of it."
It's YouTube. Are we how old are we? Because I know my demographics for people who view me, and you guys are old. We're not children.
Drama. That's what I was trying to think of. Drama.
Yeah,
I am old.
Maybe emotions are high.
Stupid.
People are going through stuff in their life, and maybe their emotions are a little high, and
people are going through rough times.
Off.
People are
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And people are going through rough times, and I get they're very.
If you're the popular kid in the club, right? I'm popular, which I never was, but if I was, and then all of a sudden I wasn't, it might be a little alarming. Doesn't mean who I am is less, but it might be a little alarming. But, we have to all just keep working through it, and everyone's entitled to what they want to say. Mm-hmm. And listen, I'm just going to be upfront, Prepping 101, I really like that guy, and I really like his channel. It does not mean that I agree with everything. I monitor for him and whatever. I just like the fact that everyone's listening and thinking and whatever. Who cares?
Yeah,
I don't know that there's single moms and dads that are scared reaching out to other preppers, but maybe, I don't know.
It's a simple forethought, and what I mean by that is, if you come across a channel and you watch it and there's something that's not entertaining to you or you don't enjoy it, there's no need to leave a negative comment. There's no need to hit a thumbs down. Just go to another channel that you enjoy. You know what I mean? If you don't enjoy that channel, just move on.
There's how many millions of channels are there out there?
A zillion.
Just think about this.
Yeah.
If I was ever going to call out somebody on YouTube, you know who I'd call out? You guys want to hear this groundbreaking?
Yeah.
I would call out PewDiePie. I would love the attention that PewDiePie would give me.
PewDiePie?
You never heard of that?
Cutie or cutie?
No, his name is PewDiePie. He has
PewDiePie.
Let me pull it up, because my daughter watches this stuff.
P-U-T?
Hold on, no.
Pewdie is in Peter?
Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Give me a second, guys.
I'll figure it out. Pew what?
Hold on. Here we go. I found it.
Oh my goodness. This
I
sounds
have-
like an awful channel.
He
Oh
has.
my.
Hold on. He has 109 million subscribers.
Seriously, yeah, it's sick.
Oh my.
Let
What
me,
happened?
I'll share this with you real quick, just for
Great
fun.
man. I don't see this.
I'm going to share it with you guys right now. This is PewDiePie. 109 million subscribers.
He looks like Pee Wee.
I found it.
Yeah.
What is he? What's his thing?
He does all kinds of weird stuff, games. He just
No, no, we're not doing it. Fuck
yeah,
it.
no. I
His
don't.
videos to
Yeah,
me
he's
it's
a
like
creeper.
listening to that Baby Shark song over
Yeah,
and over again.
maybe.
Oh yeah. Wow.
You know, that's really like if you just sit there and played like all of his videos, that's basically what it would be.
Whoops.
Yeah, no. Oh well, thank you for the block on that one. So,
Yeah, no. The only reason I know of him is because of my daughter, and she watches.
how old's your daughter?
She's 12.
Oh.
She
I
acts
have
like
a
she's 25
3-year-old,
though.
so I need like a heads up on all these weird shit. So.
Just like me, cat.
But
Just like me. I wouldn't put up with that.
But what I'm saying is look at this guy. Look at what he does, and he has 109 subscribers. Imagine if a prepper had that kind of power and that kind of reach.
So
You know,
I
how different
read
this
to my
is.
husband tonight an article that said like blah blah like Twitter won't like non-subscribe to like a pornographic child like blah 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 because they didn't claim certain scenarios like so they didn't like cross certain scenarios they won't ban this guy from Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, that can't be real, Allie. And I'm like, my name's Allie. And I'm like, yeah, it's really real. This is what's going on. Like, you just don't, like, we don't see these things.
Y'all ladies, have y'all seen them women sitting there trying to act like a
What?
prepper? Have you seen all the women that's trying to act like preppers in the way they dress when they farming, when they're trying to do basic stuff in the house? My wife asked what I was doing. I was showing my friend something. He's going like, check this out. And then I noticed it said prepper. And I'm going, well, I know what preppers are, but that ain't a prepper.
It's called clickbait, James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like,
There's like I don't know if you guys know this channel, but it's like Asana or something. And they're like a real like family that, or a couple that like does all this like farmstead stuff, and they got real. But I've noticed their channel has changed. Like every channel, the woman's like naked from the back, and
yes. I actually follow them. Yeah, I follow those people.
You know
and
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's all clickbait, and
so
you know what?
My husband is like, "Oh, I'll watch that," and I'm like, "No, this is like not the thing that's going on. Like this isn't real."
I just want to say thanks, Faithful, for jumping on with us.
Hello.
I know, and I'm sorry, Faithful. I have to jump off here. My phone is like literally at its last bit.
You guys go watch Northern Girl Hobbies. Go watch her fire live stream.
No,
I just
saw
on
her
for like
fishing
1 second, and I was gonna jump off, and I just like kept watching, and I couldn't jump off.
Yeah, thank you. That's for nighttime, sleepy time.
I feel like your
Perfect.
fishing, your last
Hey.
one, the fishing was like, my husband and I were watching it, and I was like, oh, just talking. I loved it. And like, I feel like Northern Preparedness was like, I love this. And I was like, I do too. We were both in sync. It was really good. It was really, really good. I would give it an Academy Award.
I listen to the music and
thank
watch
you.
the movie and fall asleep.
Well, I mean, we did have a guest in there, a superstar. Or I don't want to say superstar, but a very Pepper Now stopped by that live stream.
Yes, that was cool,
Yeah.
right?
He's wonderful. I love him.
Yeah,
good-
that was
he's a good guy.
awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm hopping off. Thank you,
Love
GreyMan.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Good meeting
Have
you,
a good
Shift,
night.
and good
I
seeing
keep
you
up
all
them
again.
videos.
Faithful, I'm so glad you're here.
I'll be in the chat on my iPad.
Thanks, Northern
Perfect.
Girl.
Don't completely ditch us.
There we go. At least you guys are still close together.
This is my girlfriend from another.
Trying to give you a high five, cat skill.
Wait.
Every time. Oh my goodness.
That's
Kind of
awesome.
weird. It's backwards.
I'm still getting used to it. I'm always like doing all different kinds of ways, and then somehow
I know.
some people get it down packed. I can't. Like North Shore, he's just good at figuring it all out. I don't know how he figures it
I'm
out.
so used to it. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to figure out live stream, so
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm even on live. I don't even know why anyone will look at me, so it's fine.
Hey, y'all good girls. I like watching y'all. Especially Fable when she did that tent. I'm still waiting on the tent to get completely fixed right.
What are you saying? What?
wait, the what?
Faithful Prepper had a tent, and she was trying to put it up, and it was half done. I was waiting it to get completed.
I don't
think you had a tent ever.
I don't think I had a tent.
No,
It's a tarp.
you had a
It's a
tent,
tarp.
it would have been up. So
Remember the tarp?
There was a girl who had a channel for like a few days who was doing one of those, but then I don't know what happened to her channel. I can't remember her name.
It might have been K Marie. I know she did something with a
well,
tarp or
that
something.
sounds like K Marie.
Oh, it could be K Marie, yeah.
Could be, but I could almost swear it was
have
you.
blonde hair.
Yeah,
So-
I was more like looking at the tent. I was going like, "Come on, you got half of it done. Just need another half done, and you'll be finished."
So
and never got
so it's
finished.
probably K Marie.
Yeah.
I'm usually in my car.
Oh, you got a car. Who's got the van?
Me, I got the minivan.
Because that's where it come
She's
out
got
of.
like 8 kids, so she's got the minivan.
Four.
Oh my goodness.
Come on now.
And then 4 kids.
That's why I have to hide out in the car where it's
I'm
quiet.
like so like amazed by 4. So that's like my dream. I have 3, so I'm like my
Okay. Yeah, 4 is a good number. 4 is good.
Even. That was what I wanted when I was younger. So
I'm not going to tell you how many kids I have.
how many,
many kids do you have?
GreyMan?
But luckily, most of them are all of them except for my daughter. They're pretty much grown and out of the house. So, how many kids does it look like I have?
How many baby mamas? That's what we need.
Oh boy,
Lord.
I made a lot of mistakes growing
That's
up.
the real story.
I made a lot of mistakes growing up,
Oh,
but
we all have.
yeah, but I've learned, and luckily most of my kids they still interact with me. The ones that live, I have 3 boys that live out in Philadelphia.
Okay.
One of them lived with me for a while. I have my daughter and 2 sons that live down here in Florida with me, and then
That's 5.
yeah, something happened to me. Where was it? Yeah, it happened to me during the hurricanes. I met a
Something
nice.
happened to me during a hurricane, and now I have a 3-year-old. So I understand.
Okay, so similar instance. We had a great time. She lost her house in a hurricane. She stayed with me during that time, and yeah, she ended up having triplets.
Wait,
Oh my
I'm sorry. I
goodness.
just gotta back up. Your triplets? Like yours?
Yeah,
Wow.
How old are they now?
they're all 15.
15 years
Wow.
old or 15 months?
No, 15 years old. They're older. They would be 16. They
Jesus
live in
Christ.
Ohio.
Girls?
All girls.
Okay.
What? Where's your reality TV special? Like, you are
Exactly.
selling yourself well. You're good. Like, where is this?
Wait, so was it 8 total then?
Oh
Yeah.
my God! It's like GreyMan plus 8.
There is. I'm trying to count too to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody.
Well, what's your age, Grace, man?
46.
And I'm 56.
I'll
You
say,
got
I
that
started a
many.
little earlier than he did, obviously, because I got a grandbaby.
I wanted 4. I didn't get none.
My oldest is.
That's why you're so like with it, because you have to be like you're like still like in the game because your kids are like still going. They're going and going and going. I get it. I'm with you.
Stuart W. He's got your new tag, GreyMan. GreyMan got kids.
Listen, you're 40.
That's a good tag.
That should go on your next shirt. GreyMan got kids.
Yeah.
And
So,
put the
yes.
number.
Please buy my merch because I need it.
Yes. No, like wait. I want the GreyMan 3. Like it's wait. We gotta figure this out. So it's like a new T-shirt, a new sweatshirt. I was in marketing. It's like GreyMan 3, and it's like 3. Like, we need this. This is new info.
There you go.
No wonder why GreyMan has mercy. What was really cool about the GreyMan thing was the amount of time that people put into making these videos was super impressive. Like Kay Marie she outdid herself.
I agree.
And some of the other creators, man, Tin Man, he made pancakes with GreyMan got merch on pancakes.
Gosh.
It was like I guess we could call it viral for our small community, but it was pretty cool and super heartfelt for me. You know what I mean? Like it touched me personally.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone looks down at that. I feel like anyone that puts out any video, I feel like, for me at least, even if it's like from my iPhone, it's so invested. It's like everything is so thought out, and it's hard. And it's like anyone that does a little bit more, it's very difficult. You know,
it is. You don't realize how time consuming it is. I only do one video a week, and it's like a day-long thing. Like, set up the kids, get them taken care of. Okay, record, and then like half the time you have to re-record, and then you have to go and edit, and
then you look at it, you're like, I hate this.
Just to clarify something for the ladies out there, I was a single father for quite some time, and when I first had my 3 boys, I raised them from diapers until out of diapers by myself for a long time, and it was tough. So if there's any single moms out there, I can feel your pain, because it was not pain, but it was just difficult running them. I had a full-time job, running them to school, running them to daycare. Sometimes I'd have to bring them to my job, put them in my back office, put at the time SpongeBob and all that stuff on there, just to make it all work. But families is so important, so I try to do anything I possibly.
How old are your older ones?
They start at 27 and start coming down to where my daughter's 12. She's my youngest.
Yeah, I have a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old that I raised pretty much single, and now I have a 3-year-old. So I get what you're saying.
Catskill, there's no way you can have kids that old. No way.
Yeah, I was 12.
Literally.
I was 12. No. I was 21 when I had I'm 44 right now.
So many, you guys, seriously, I feel like most of our community looks a lot younger. Like, they'll say their age, and I'm like, wait, for real? Wait, really? Or that your grandpa, or that I'm like, holy cow. Maybe I just looks good to me.
Right.
So if you guys want to know the trick, this is what I've been doing for the last, let's say, 20 years or so. Instead of having birthdays, I have what they call reverse birthdays. So every year I get younger.
There you go.
There you go.
When people ask me, I just tell them I'm 21 years old with a few years of experience.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, and you said you're a grandpa, right? Engineering? Did you say you're a grandpa?
Yeah.
Holy crap. See, I would have never guessed you're a grandpa. Like, the heck?
I would have been a grandpa second time over.
Really young.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot. I actually used to get carded all the time at the store, but that's why I started growing this out a little more. So.
Yeah,
that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I still get carded. I don't know. Anywhere I go, I get carded. I don't know why. I'm kidding. I wish I get carded. It'd be flattering. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, what kind of card are they looking for?
Yeah, right. You have your vax card, brother. But no. Funny enough, a lot of people ask me, because of my age and stuff like that. I've had gray in my beard probably since my late 20s, early 30s. Funny enough, it's just genetics, I guess.
No, it's cool. My husband has a gray line. Like, it literally just came in last year. He's 35, and it literally like an actual line. At first, I was like, "What the heck?" But now I think it's awesome. Like, I like it. It's awesome. So,
I just now started getting gray.
That's how it
totally
starts.
Gray. At like
56, and I just started getting gray. That's bad.
She had blonde hair until she turned 18, and her whole head went gray. Been like that ever since.
Now, tell me this. This is a weird fact that I've noticed going around as maybe a trend or something. Why are the teens in the early 20s? Why are they all dyeing their hair gray? Out of curiosity, have you guys seen that around your parts?
Yeah,
women or girls or boys?
No, women.
Catskill, do you think it's because it used to have like the platinum blonde was really in for a while, and then it was like still something bright? I don't know. That's kind of what I.
So it's like, I'm embarrassed to say this, but like, I was like a skater girl, like back in my day, and like, okay, that's cool.
Nice.
So I was like, oh,
Hey.
go get the green, and like, my hair is black, and I used to dye it a little bit blue, but like, I don't want to say I had blue hair because we all know what that associates with.
We would still love you. We still love you.
Thank you.
It's okay.
But yeah, that's what it's like now. And like my daughter, who's older, she's 22, and she doesn't dye her hair, those weird things. But she's like, "Mommy, like, it's like so weird. Like this." She calls people, her friend. They go by this, and they go by like. I'm like, well, they is a girl, and she's like, oh no, she doesn't identify anymore. Like, I can't like grasp this. Like, I'm very open to it. I like, listen, I don't know how you all feel, but I don't mind gay people, lesbians. Like, do your thing, but I don't want like my little boy to be questioned about his identity. That's how I feel. Like, he's a little boy. When he gets older, he could do his own thing. Like, whatever.
GreyMan, you think about it like the Asian people do. My wife's Laos. The girls, they look so young. You don't really know their age.
Yes.
So they put that little grayness to make them look just a little bit older so they can bypass the bouncers.
Yeah.
All the guys hadn't caught on to it. I was catching on to it. I had to ask, though, to make sure I was right. And that's what the Asian girl said. Got to get past the bouncers.
Hey, I want to share a story with you guys real quick before because we have like 10 minutes out or 9 minutes. So you know the video that Rip Curl did where he was wearing a mask and then he switched to mask and went back into the store.
Yeah.
So I had a friend of mine that works it's called Academy of Sports, which is like a Bass Pro thing. And he says that happens all the time in their store. Like people do it all the time in their store, but they're getting banned from the store now when they're catching them. And I was like, uh-oh. But I thought that was just a funny story because I never thought about it.
The shoppers.
The shoppers, they're people are getting desperate for ammo. They start at 4 a.m. and I think the store doesn't even open until 8. They start at 4 a.m. They've mastered the schedule. They've mastered the schedule when the shipments come in.
Yeah.
They line up.
I like it where I live. I mean, granted, I'm in New York, so it sucks. I'm 2 hours out of New York City, but it's like if I go into the store, they tell me to remove my mask. This is where I'm at. So I feel like I'm a little bit in a safer zone, but it's crazy. People are crazy.
They tell you to remove it?
Yeah. The hardware store is like, we don't wear masks in here. Like, you need to take it down. I mean, they wouldn't be mean to me if I kept it up, but
that's funny.
I don't know if this will work for you guys. It worked for me one time because I puzzled the person asking me about the mask. Because usually here in Florida, we don't have too much of an issue except certain places.
Yeah.
But so they asked me, I think I shared this with, I think about Grim or somebody. I told the story or may have put it in chat somewhere. But they said, hey, man, where's your mask at? And I said, I'm wearing it. And they're like, what do you mean you're wearing it? I said, it's invisible. It's a new military mask. And he's looking at me and I said, yeah, you go to go to invisimask.com and you'll find it there.
Yeah.
He just looked at me.
You really say this with a straight face.
Yes, and he gave me that. I can do it pretty good. And he gave that puzzled look, and he just let me walk on by.
Today I had an issue at a bank, and they were like, "Where's your mask?" I said, "In my pocket." They just looked at me stupid, like, "Well, you need to put it on." I'm like, "No, I have a medical condition." And then just, okay.
Where do you live?
Texas.
You
I was in Houston.
You guys are succeeding soon, so
Who would have thought that we were supposed to start wearing masks in banks? Who'd have ever thought that?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. That's what's getting me worried because China's been wearing masks for a long time, and now they're going to that swab that everybody's talking about. I'm hoping that's not going to be coming.
No, I'm not doing an anal swab. Not doing it.
My wife's already said they try that. She'll gut them. She ain't going to argue with them.
Yep.
just imagine the line when you pull up to the line for testing, and that's what they're doing. Everybody's just kind of bent over in a line. You're like, okay, that's a site I wasn't ever.
Yeah, but
to see.
so you guys think it's all funny, but we all said so a year ago on Facebook Memories, I put up an N95 mask and I was like, hey, I'm flying down to my father. Is this what I'm supposed to wear? And everyone's like, ha ha ha, just wear, like, just wash your hands. You're fine. And I was like, yeah, I'm just kidding. And I did. I washed my hands. I went.
Have any of y'all ever watched that movie called The Stand? Has any of y'all watched that movie called The Stand?
No.
It's Stephen King's movie.
Yeah.
It's a 94 movie.
Yes, I know what you're talking
Go
about.
back and you start thinking about it. Everything we see with these masks was in that movie.
Yes.
And then what got me was the swine flu didn't come out to what, 2009? How did they know that in 94?
Yeah.
I that's why I watched it when Northern Girl was having her Firelight musical. I was going like, okay, I'm watching it, and then I was watching The Stand and listening to her music. And I was about to fall asleep, and that guy said swine flu. I was like, what? This is 94 movie. I started scratching my head on that, going like, wait a second, I got to rewatch the whole thing and see it. And I was going like, everything's matching today.
Here's the thing: if you guys are like predisposed to certain things, you should be more aware. It's not a fake situation, but if you feel confident that you can like overcome the situation, like we shouldn't be living in fear, you know?
Right.
Sure.
Exactly why we prep.
Make our kids feel like crazy about it.
Yeah, Northern Girl and Mad Chat are talking about the Simpsons predictions, and it's weird how accurate they are.
It is creepy. You're like, what the heck? That's really insane. Like, so that's why I'm like, man, I'm not even huge into these conspiracy theory things, but I'm like, you know what? I don't think anything's off the table at this point. Alien, zombies, whatever. Hey, it might mostly not going to happen, but hey, just in case.
Hey, Paul, my kids can hang out with yours. I'm with it. Let's do it. You know?
I don't know how many of y'all listen to or watch Bill Cooper, but y'all want to know about the aliens. That guy has some good info in his old book.
People love aliens, man. If you talk about
they're not from anywhere but underground bases, though, from what he's saying. So.
I think aliens are there, but I think that's the distraction for what's like the fucking creepers that are on Earth, like Bill Gates and, you know, all these people that are here right now doing all these awful things.
Right.
You know?
Well, that's kind of what he's
I
saying.
look at it as aliens are being fallen angels, and they just disguise themselves, and that's all they're doing, because it don't make sense of how they got it mentioned with the Bible. But I got a neighbor, now he's all in Donald Trump. He's 1,000% anyway. I'm going like, you better rethink everything real closely. He said about the military being there is for Trump, and I'm going like, nah. I think Joe Biden might say aliens is coming. That's why he's got all the army there.
You gotta hear. Listen, I'm from New York, and I'm a Christian, but I have so many Jewish friends, not Orthodox, not Hasidic, but Jewish friends, and they are all like, this is messed up. This is not what we think. This is not anything. And they're aligned with what we all are talking about. So I feel like we all have to just like get past a little bit of the Jewish, or the Christian, the this, Muslim. I feel like good people do not believe in any of what's going on right now. Like we just gotta rise above that and like unite. I don't know.
So I've heard this already being called the Great Deception by several people.
Hey guys, we are on that 2-minute warning. First, I want to thank everybody for being in the chat. I know it's like 1 o'clock in the morning my time. I don't know what's your guys' time. You know, if you're on the East Coast or West Coast. I want to say thank you, Faithful, Northern Girl, Catskill, Shift Engineering, Cherokee Survival, plus again everybody in. Northern Girl says keep it going. I don't want to. I'm worried that that whole 2-hour mark for the YouTube thing is not good. I don't know. Does anybody know like if that's real or not about lives?
I have no idea about any of those.
I have seen people up to 6 o'clock in the morning. I was at Arkansas last night at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I
I've
know
seen
Lakeberry has been up.
I've
all
seen a few. They
night.
stop them and then they start them again. But you know,
I mean, we could we could do that if you guys really want to, but you know what I mean? It's 1
that's safe
o'clock.
for me too, man.
I mean, me personally, I have to work in the morning. But
I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna go. I wasn't gonna jump on, but GreyMan, you kept saying it. So thanks for having me, GreyMan. Thanks,
anytime,
you guys.
You
Thanks,
keep
man. I
going
really
away.
Wonderful
appreciate you.
night.
thank you so much.
Well,
So,
Grey
yeah.
Man,
So
I'm
go ahead, Turkey.
planning on doing something like fitness or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make it just for you. It's gonna be real easy, and I don't think it is just take your time.
All
So
right.
when I do that video, I'm gonna make your name as you're the video.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later then, brother.
All right. Take care, brother.
All right. You have a
Bye.
good night.
All right. You guys
Talk
have
to
a
you
good
later,
night.
Cat. Bye-bye, y'all.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks again, Catskill.
GreyMan, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So not a problem. So that's the consensus, is that we're shutting down the stream.
I think so.
I guess I gotcha. I can get it.
Like, I'm so bad I don't even know how to shut it down. So
There you go. I think. Hold on. I gotcha. Right here. All right. Good night.
Good night, hun. Bye.
All right. So again, guys, like I said, I appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to look more into the whole 2-hour mark thing, and if it does work in my favor, then we will maybe we'll go longer and stuff like that down the road. And I understand it could count to my watch hours and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do it on like one of my days off or something like that. Maybe I'll just do a surprise live stream and we'll just run it. We'll do something crazy. But let me do some more research. Again, I really want to say thank you to everybody here tonight. Appreciate you guys being with here. We're going to do this every Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern time. So everybody's more than welcome to join, hang out, have a good time. So I appreciate it. Again, I don't know how to say that enough. And I'm wishing everybody good night. God bless. This is GreyMan, and I'm out.